Today, I'm sharing the top 4 mistakes contractors make in project management. Let's dive in. Mistake number 1, poor resource allocation. Ever schedule 2 teams to use the same crane at the same time, or overbooked your crew on one task while another sits idle? These mix-ups waste time and money. Without a clear view of who's doing what and when, you're setting yourself up for chaos. So say that we're pouring a foundation on one project, it's test project 7, and say that we're going to assign a resource to that, cement mixer, and we're also going to assign foundation crew 1. We'll confirm that. Now we have 2 resources assigned to this pour foundation task. Now if we go over to project 2, go back to the Gantt chart for that one. For that example foundation, we'll assign the same resources to that, cement mixer and foundation crew 1. Now let's go see how this detects it. So one way is you can go to resources, and if you go to foundation crew 1, you can see that it'll highlight it. Hey, you have a conflict between these 2 tasks on project 7 and on project 2, and overlapping period. It'll tell you it's happening on May 13th. That is one way that you can see it. Another way that you can see it is if you go over to the calendar view, foundation crew 1, add them. Now we can see that this is the location where foundation crew 1 is working. Mistake number 2, missed deadlines. A delay in pouring the foundation can push back framing, but if you're not tracking progress, you won't see it coming. Studies show poor schedule tracking causes 40% of construction delays. That's a huge hit to your timeline and reputation. Let's see how ManageSync Pro takes care of the baseline schedule and the forecast schedule. First, let's show the baseline schedule. Those are the gray bars. Now, let's say, for example, that in our example pour foundation task, it actually was delayed several days. So they didn't get started until a few days later. Rain or some other situation. And let's say that instead of 2 days, for some reason it took 3 days. And you can see what that did to the task that was depending on this task to be finished. They were thinking they were going to start on the 14th, but now with the delays, they're going to start on the 19th. So, and you can imagine what would happen if we had other tasks on here that were depending on this task, and so on and so forth. It just compounds. Mistake number 3, untracked change orders. When a client wants a design change, like adding a new wall, it's easy to start work without formal approval. That leads to scope creep, unpaid work, and disputes. It's a common construction project mistake that can tank your profits. Let's say you want to send your client a change order, so let's add one. So now let's change this to sent, and now you've got 2 change orders that are sitting with this client. So now let's log out as this user. Let's log in as this client. Okay, so now we've logged in as that client, and the client, when they log in, they're directed to a client portal, and this is the only page they're able to look at. So let's see. So here's what we just entered. Add a fireplace to the master, update the design. And then if the client approves it, now let's log out. Okay, so I logged back in now as the employee. Let's go over and see the client portal, and what we can see from our end is we can see that the client did approve this change order here. The other one is still with the status of sent because they didn't approve or reject that. Now once this is approved, you can see that the status did change to approved there now that the client approved it. And we can see that the Add Fireplace task now has the approved change amount of $5,000 and the change order number here. Mistake number 4, inaccurate cost tracking. Not keeping tabs on labor, materials, or equipment costs can lead to budget overruns. If material prices spike and you don't catch it early, you're eating into your profits. It's a silent project killer. For financial cost tracking, click on the video that I put on the screen. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please like and subscribe, and to start your free trial today, please follow the link in the description.